What's good, YouTube? This is KM.Little right here. We're going to be watching Andrew Tate versus Bonnie Blue. Let's go and get straight into the video. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm always posting content every single day. And make sure you check out my other YouTube channels in the description. And also follow my Instagram. Also, I'll be live on Twitch every single day. If not every single day, hey, you can still go hit that follow button on Twitch so you'll be notified when I go live. So they're going to get straight into the video.
Andrew, what do you think of Bonnie Blue sleeping with 1,057 men?
How honest should I be out of 10?
11.
I want you to be honest.
You want me to be honest?
Yeah, go on.
I don't understand why men sit here and try and lecture you about it. I don't understand why men sit here and say you shouldn't do it. It's your body, your choice, right? This is the world we now live in. This is the end result of feminism. You are the perfect end result of feminism. In the world I believe in the conservative, traditionally masculinely ruled world, a man would be in charge of his daughters until they're handed over to their husbands or boyfriends, and there would be a degree of masculine guidance. But feminism didn't want that. You know, women complained that men don't want to get married. We did actually want to get married when we got obedient virgins, but they disappeared, and they complained about the patriarchy, and they were tired of us giving them a house to live in and kids to raise, and they wanted to make their own choices. So she's making her own choice. That's a fantastic thing. I actually have a lot of respect for you because you own it and you're honest about it.
What if it was your daughter?
Well, that won't happen.
But she's her own person.
I never said my daughter's her own person. I said, I said women want to be their own people. But my point is, there's so many women who go to Magaluf for a weekend and do something very similar, and then they come back to England and get with some fucking guy and start asking for presents from him and talking about how they deserve a traditional relationship and they want to get married and they want a Christmas present and all this bullshit. Most women do exactly what Bonnie does. I don't see you any different than most women. And I'm not saying that in a degrading way.
Most women don't sleep with 1,057 men in a day.
1,000? Does it fucking matter?
I think it does.
I don't really think it does.
So
it's all disgusting to me. If I met a woman and she said, I just sucked a dick yesterday, I'd say, well, I find you repulsive. I don't want to sleep with you. Goodbye.
What, so you're only going after virgins?
Well, it's not about only going after virgins, but I think if you're a straight man, the idea of having a bunch of men fuck a woman that you're with is pretty repulsive.
But everyone has a past.
But see, this is the kind of shit white people say. I don't know what's wrong with you people. Everyone has a past. That's not acceptable. In fact, let's analyze that. Everyone has a past. You're right. Everyone does have a past. It's true. But isn't the primary objective of a man to find a woman with as little past as possible? Would you argue that's one of the precursors to finding a wife? Considering that wives were supposed to be virgins. This was the deal. The reason I'm proud of Bonnie, and I am genuinely proud of you, I like Bonnie. I like what she's doing. Because the deal was...
Are you not, like, contradicting yourself here?
In what way?
Well, you're proud of her sleeping with 1,057 guys, but women should be virgins.
No, I'm saying that the social contract, the construct of society that made family function, was women were obedient virgins, and they found a man who provided for them, and they listened to that man. Women have then said, we don't like the patriarchy. We're tired of being provided for. We're tired of being taken care of. We don't want to listen to anybody. We want to make our own decisions. That was women and feminism that ended the traditional family unit. And now women can make their own decisions. So I'm glad that Bonnie's making her own decision.
Yeah,
I'm not here to tell you not to do it.
I take women back 100 years. I'm like, no, I'm the clear example of how to be empowered. I use my body. I do what I want, when I want. And this is the thing you've been banging on about for years. And when I get hate, like when I click on the comments of these women that are like, oh, you're taking us back 100 years. Then in their bio it says stay-at-home mom of two. I'm thinking, what the fuck was you rooting for?
That's
because
right.
you have just stayed
That's
at
right,
home.
Bonnie. See, this is the future.
Yeah.
This is the future. This is fantastic. It's exactly what Western society is headed to. So why are we going to sit here and pretend this is not? Why are we going to sit here and pretend that most women who go on girls' holidays aren't doing something similar to what Bonnie does, just because it's not on camera? Why are we going to sit here and pretend that these men who walk around with their wives in the pub in England, and they're like, oh, my wife, yeah, everyone has a past. Oh, no, she's done the same shit. What's the difference? Who gives a fuck, right? We're either going to care and accept that women are judged on their past and judged on their innocence and judged on their naivety and judged on these things like it used to be, or we're going to sit and say it doesn't matter, everyone has a past. Well, if everyone has a past, everyone has a past. Who gives a fuck? Does it really matter?
So,
See, this is the thing that this is my point that I want to make, right? I think that with everyone has a past. It depends on what past they have, you know. And you always want to date the person who has less of a past, because most people who have a lot of past interaction with a lot of people, most time they have trauma. A lot of times they have trauma. And when I date people, I always try to date the person who if you do got a past, you don't have much trauma to go along with it. Or it doesn't even have to have your past have to include a lot of sexual interaction with people. It can just be how you grew up. I don't want to date somebody who grew up with a bad mom and dad, or an uncle that did something to him, or a family member that did something to him, or some type of traumatic past. The reason why I don't do that, because these type of people, most of the time they don't get help. Most time, even if they do feel like getting help, when they feel alone, they don't have the resources, or either when the resources are provided, they don't want to take it, or either when the resources is there, sometimes they feel like, the resources that I have, like a therapist or something like that, is just not working, or the medicine isn't working, so they stop taking it. So then whatever stuff that runs up their anxiety, the trauma, or whatever stuff that triggers them, it makes them, they carry it on to the next relationship that they get into. And then when you get into a relationship with them, and you're not damaged as they are, or you're not damaged at all like they are, you just feel like, damn, like I want to stick it out to try to heal this person. But the more you try to stick it out and heal this person, the more you're gonna hurt yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, sometimes with those type of people who got bad past and stuff like that, it's best to leave those type of people alone. Like Bonnie, I feel like she went through some stuff as a kid and made her the way that she is. But a woman like Bonnie, I'm not saying like them as in like I would date them. I like them as in the honesty part, because some women be doing a lot of whole stuff, and they would not tell you about it. Like, it's something about when you talk to somebody about sexual experiences with them, the innocence that they had when they look at you, it goes away. So sometimes it's not best to even talk to them about it, talk to somebody about it in general. But not to lie about it, but to bring up the conversation and want to just introduce them to a certain part of your life that they didn't even know that you had. Sometimes it's not even good to even talk to them about it, in my opinion.
What would you do if it was your daughter, though?
But why are you asking an impossible question?
Well, it's not an impossible question.
Of course it is.
How?
It can't happen.
But anything can happen.
It's against the laws of physics.
It's not.
I mean, if your daughter opened her legs and took 1,000 dicks, it's not impossible.
Of course it is.
What? I
Why
mean,
is
the
it
dicks
impossible?
would enter her pussy, therefore she's taken.
It's literally impossible for my daughter.
What, are you going to be there against your daughter's pussy saying that dick's not entering it?
No, my daughter just wouldn't make that decision.
But why?
Because I still raise her in a household where she is masculinely guided, and she will be guided by me until I hand her over to some other man. However, I believe when women are left to their own devices, they will only ever make stupid decisions.
Was mine a stupid decision?
I
Yes.
wouldn't say it's any more stupid than most decisions women make, to be honest with you. I think that most women, to some degree, are sex workers anyway. Like,
I mean, yeah.
let's be honest about it, right? Most women look at Miami or Dubai. What's your job? Oh, I've got a boyfriend. So your job is being a girlfriend. And why does he give you money? Because you give him sex. So most women are sex workers anyway, to be honest.
But isn't that what you said the family unit was?
Nah, that's
Well,
crazy.
then you're a sex worker with one customer. Which is nice. I guess it's better. It's more efficient.
But what about if you're raising children? That's not sex work, is it?
No, that's being a mother.
Yeah.
All right, so that's interesting, Rob. Rob said this, not me. So they're either virgins, sex workers, or mothers. Are those the three categories?
I think you're putting words into my
I
mouth.
think that's what Rob just said. Those are the three categories.
I'm just sat in the middle.
And women have to choose to be one of them.
So is that what you think?
I think that when a woman becomes a mother, she has a purpose. And I think that women should be having children as soon as possible. And I think it gives their life a direction. And I think it's the most important thing to preserve society, especially if you want to talk about geopolitics and talk about race and all of these things. If you want to have a country that looks like the country it used to be, you need to have the original people from there having children. I think all of that is true. Absolutely. I think every day a woman goes without having kids is primarily a waste of time. But once again, what does it matter what I think? Rob, I've given up. Rob, I've given up trying to save the world. I've given up.
No,
No, Rob. I've given up.
Haven't.
I've given up on misogyny and all this
No,
shit.
you haven't.
They attacked me with the Matrix. They keep throwing me in jail. I am now all for women empowerment. I think women should run around fucking as many men as they want. I like what Bonnie's doing. She's getting the bag. She's getting rich. Most girls out here don't want to have kids. They just want to get Birkin bags and Instagram likes. Good. I'm a feminist, a pro-feminism. This is the world now. How the world's going to end up, who gives a fuck? Who cares about the future? Doesn't matter.
See, women go around, use sex to their advantage, but then are happy to cry about it straight away. Saying, oh, he took advantage of me. And it's like, you're the one that wanted to do sex to have like the job promotion, or you're the one that wanted to have sex to get more attention or try and be more liked. But then they cry about it. And that's what I get frustrated about. And even with porn stars, like people in my industry, they'll do this for a few years, get the money, get the boob jobs, get the house. And then suddenly they go, oh my God, I was forced into the industry. Oh my God, someone took all my money.
Have you ever considered a job as a lawyer? Because I could do with you. You're 100% right. So this is the false dichotomy of society, right? So this is the reason when I said I like what Bonnie does, because Bonnie completely 100% owns what she does, and she says it's my decision. And I've seen people try and lecture you. I've seen people sit there and try and lecture you and say like, oh, but you're a creature of God and you shouldn't be doing this. No, you should do whatever the fuck you want.
Exactly.
It's up to you to do whatever you want. And you're not saying anybody tricked you into it. It's your decision. And let's be honest, when they talk about taking women back 100 years, let's actually be very honest here, Rob. No disrespect.
No disrespect.
There's always been whores.
It's the oldest profession.
Ancient Rome had whores. There's always been whores. The Aztecs had whores. You think there weren't concubines in the fucking Ming dynasty sucking little Chinese pee-pee? Of course there were. There's always been whores. It's the oldest profession in the world.
Exactly.
So do you think it's a legitimate job?
Well, I mean, no, check her bank. I'm sure she's making fucking loads of money. So here's where do you draw the line? If we're going to live in this false dichotomy, because the world was very simple once, not too long ago. And men had this terrible misogynistic view, which I, of course, don't agree with, that women can't make their own decisions because they're naturally chaotic. And when women decide anything, life's fucked up. In fact, these men, in their disgusting misogyny, believed if you gave women the vote, we'd end up with open borders and drag queen story hours. So they didn't give women the vote. Then they did give women the vote, and society took a particular direction. But when men were in charge of things, women didn't have to worry about what they can do with their life because their father took care of it and then their husband took care of it. But now we live in a brand new world where women can make all of their own decisions. And the path she's chosen, I don't think is any different than most paths women take. I think she's just more honest about it and more upfront about it. If you're going to go to Dubai and meet a girlfriend and you think she hasn't been fucking for money the entire time she was living in Dubai, then you're an idiot. If you're in Miami and you got girls on your boat and you think they're not fucking for money all of the time, now they may not say per hour, but they'll be fucking a guy they barely like to get the rent paid, or they're fucking a guy they barely like because he has a car.
Yeah.
So women are fucking for money all the time anyway. That's all women do now. The entire Western world is women fucking for money. So how hypocritical would it be for me to sit here and say, Bonnie, who's honest, who monetizes it directly with her own media empire, who's upfront about it and makes money from it, is a worse person than the girl who walks around like she's goody two-shoes and then sucks dick in a Magaluf toilet. Because that's what most girls are doing anyway. Rob, the world's fucked. They're all like this. Rob, they're all the same.
Are you trying to say I'm not special now?
No, I'm saying...
I'm not saying that a lot of women do it. A lot of women do that. But you take a woman who's not... If you give a woman who got money, a woman who don't really need your money and stuff like that, bro, most times she ain't gonna be asking you to do stuff for her. But you get a woman that's struggling, you think you're gonna have sex with me, you ain't trying to pay no bill. Like, bro, and some girls like that. You know, well, we not gonna have sex unless you can do something for me or something like that. Like, but it all depends on, cause not every culture is like that. Some cultures is different, stuff like that. Some girls were like, "No, you ain't having sex with me unless you can do, like, you gotta provide something for them." But with some girls though, I mean, you know, the girls that, you know, in the past with me, I'm gonna be for real. You can either use your talk game, have sex without money, or doing something for them, or if she seen you as something that's like, if it's just like this, right? I guarantee if you always talk about money with a girl before you have sex with her and stuff like that, and if you always flaunting you got a nice lifestyle and stuff like that, I guarantee she gonna probably try to get money out of you. I guarantee you. Or she might have sex with you, but eventually, after a while, she can get tired of having sex with you. She gonna want some of your money. It always is like that every single time. But if you an average guy, she ain't gonna ask for much. But you got a nice lifestyle, nice car, nice spot. She see you getting money and stuff like that. Some women is like, I love a woman that's like, put me on to you getting money. Put me on to this, put me on to that. But a girl that's like, yeah, Like, give me like, babe, can you pay my bill? Can you pay this? Can you do this? Do that? Whatever. Like, those type of women I don't even talk to. I don't even sleep with. I don't nothing. I'm not gonna sit here and pay your bills. But if you want to learn how to get some money, then yeah, you know, I mean, you know what I'm saying. I'll show you how to get some money. But paying bills and you don't want to learn to get no money. Nah, I ain't doing that. That's crazy.
Special actually, because you've gone so far through. You've come out as the queen of it. Congratulations.
But didn't you say this kind of thing is the demise of Western society?
I mean, if I was a misogynist, I would believe this is the final end result of feminism, and the end times are here, and that nobody's going to have kids anymore, and that the idea of a beautiful marriage between a man and a woman is now completely gone. I mean, if I was a disgusting misogynist, but since they keep raising...
But you don't have one beautiful marriage, do you?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Have you slept with 1,057 women?
At least.
So are you quite similar?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because it's the male's prerogative to impregnate as many females as possible. This is the masculine prerogative. This is biologically my prerogative is to do that.
I think we should do a breeding competition. We'll see if you can get a girl pregnant quicker than I can get pregnant.
Well, I mean, that'd be a good competition. I think I'd win. I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. But it's interesting because it's interesting because you have to look at society. When you look at these things, you have to look at society from an animalistic perspective and a societal perspective. From the animalistic perspective, it is the masculine imperative to get as many women as possible pregnant.
Yeah, but
if you want to be purely
it's
animalistic,
not 1,512.
No, but let's be purely animalistic. Let's talk about this like professionals. If a man is high value, high testosterone, alpha male, whatever you want to call it, right? His imperative is to impregnate women. And he wants to take care of those women and take care of those kids. He's not overly interested in the kids. It doesn't mean he doesn't love them. It means he doesn't want to sit there and play with them all day. When you see a man who wants to play with a baby all day, that man is probably gay. It's fucking boring.
It doesn't mean he wants to fuck the kids.
No, he's gay. He's gay. So real men just want to pregnant, money, cool. See you an hour a week. Boom, boom, boom. Now, there's a lot of men who are going to disagree with me on that, but those are a lot of men I can beat the shit out of, so I don't give a fuck. That's the truth of it. The female imperative is to find a man who's obsessed with her so that when she gets pregnant, she's going to have protection and provision when she's not capable of looking after herself. That is the female biological imperative and the masculine biological imperative. I'm still living to my biological imperative to some degree. If I were to, let's say, have 4 or 5 women and I had kids with 4 or 5 women and I took care of 4 or 5 women and I was with all of them and they were exclusively only with me and we had children over and over and over again, that's my biological imperative. It's actually against the female biological imperative to do what Bonnie is doing, I would argue, traditionally. But that means you break paradigms. That's great. But feminism and society and this brand new societal conditioning is convincing women that what they're supposed to do, which is find a man they love and be obsessed with him and get pregnant from him, is the wrong thing to do. Well, then let's all just become sex workers now. But
you disagree with that feminist program.
I don't have an opinion, Rob, because I have 14 criminal cases. I don't have an opinion. I'm just here. I'm a commentator. I'm just commentating.
Commentators have opinions.
I don't have an opinion. No, I don't have an opinion. Women can do whatever they want. Women are fantastic. We live in this great society now where women are girl bosses and better than us, while also are equals at everything, while also everything they do they regret was a man's fault somehow, as Bonnie described. They were tricked into it. So we live in this impossible situation where a man can't possibly win anyway, no matter what opinion he had. But I'm just saying it would be unprofessional and hypocritical of me to sit here and think that Bonnie is doing anything different or anything bad or anything wrong when she does the same thing 99.9% of Western women do anyway.
Okay, so Bonnie...
You get one extreme to the next.
See, this is the other thing too, though, and I think it's very different about a woman having sex with 1,000 men versus men having sex with 1,000 women. It's like this, right? If a man has sex with 1,000 women but he's rich, I say about 50% of women would still be like, you know what, I'm gonna still be with him because he got money and he can take care of me, and if he can prove that if he can prove that he's loyal when he's in a relationship, because a lot of women just be like, I don't want to be with you, you got 1,000 bodies, you probably cheat on me or something like that, and then you gonna leave me pregnant. A lot of women are scared of that. But if it was a way to prove that he's gonna stay with you, gonna be in a relationship with you, he's not gonna do anything, nothing like that, and you get half of his money and stuff like that, wham, a lot of women would choose to be with him. But if you flip the role and you put Bonnie Blue in that situation, and you say, okay, how many of you men gonna sit here and be with her, and you take her money away and stuff like that? I guarantee you that a lot of men would not be with her. Even if you get the money, even if you keep her rich. If you keep her rich, depends on how much money she got. She got like $50 million or something like that. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of men probably still stay with her. A lot of men probably stay with her, but you give her you give her like $1 million, $2 million. I'm guessing she probably got $5 million in her bank account, something like that right now, right? Max. She got like $5 million. If she got $5 million in her bank account, wham. And considering she got 1,000 bodies and this is her profession, or even if you take the profession away and you put her in a different job, say she's a lawyer or something like that, or she's just like some type of she's an internet personality. Wham, 1,000 bodies, internet personality, $5 million in account, and you line up 100 men and you ask them how many of you will have kids with her and get married to her. I guarantee you it probably at least be like 25, 20%, maybe even 10% of men, probably like 15 men that say like, okay, I'll do it. Now, if you put in the category of having sex with her, they're going to have sex with her. I guarantee it probably be at least about 50%. 50%. But if you flip the role, put Andrew Tate, ain't it got to be Andrew Tate, internet personality, because Andrew Tate polarizing. You put the internet personality, a man with an internet personality, say like, I don't know who I can use. Internet personality, $5 million in bank account, over 1,000 bodies. He proven to be loyal. Even with Bonnie Blue, proven to be loyal. Won't cheat, none of that. Marry them, get half the money. Wham. I guarantee you probably at least still be like 50-40% of women that'll still be like, okay, I'll do it. Average people. We ain't talking about wealthy people. Average people. Making $50,000. I think that's like the average income. $50,000 a year. I guarantee you it's going to be like 40-50% of women that's still going to do it. 40-50% of women. It's just two different things where women and men look towards certain stuff in a relationship. I don't know, it's just very different. And I also think it's how you set it up, because if you set it up where men and women was behind a curtain and they just raised their hand and stuff like that, it'll probably be, if you can keep it anonymous, I mean, the percentage probably be higher for men or women and stuff like that. I think women will definitely reach 50%, but with men, it'll probably be from 30%. But I don't think it's going to be higher than women, though. I really do not think it'll be higher than women. But it just shows the difference between what a man and a woman looks for in a relationship and what they're willing to put up with. That just shows it. And if I'm wrong, just look how many women out here who love famous artists. You think these artists? I mean, artists probably ain't got 1,000 bodies. It really depends on how long they've been famous. Like somebody like Chris Brown, I would guarantee Chris Brown probably got over 1,000 bodies. He definitely got over 200, But even the man who got over 200 bodies, women are still throwing themselves at him. Domestic violence cases, still throwing themselves at him. Even if it's proof that a man beats on a woman and he's a cheater, still gonna get pregnant by him. It's just like certain stuff men and women don't look for. I don't know, man. It's just crazy that what's going on. But if y'all like this video right here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you go check out my Twitch. Just follow my Twitch. I'll be live. Hit the subscribe button on this YouTube, and also in my other in the description, make sure you go check out my other YouTube videos. And yeah, I'm out. What's good, people? This is KM.Little right here. Thank you for watching this video. In this clip right here, I am showing you my different YouTube channels. They are in the link in the description. If you like this video, I'm pretty sure you will love my other channels. Also, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, and we out.